Just got back from my Trisha podcast interview, and I have a lot of receipts from my Birkin bag. Here we go. This is another installment of Rich Lux Reacts. Due to audience participation, you guys really enjoyed the reaction video because I can't get a view to save my life. I can't get a subscriber to save my life, much less a comment. But thank you guys. So we're going to be talking about Ethan Klein. He's made another statement. We have some exclusive tea about Moses Hacmon, never before seen screenshots that I will be sharing in this video. And we have an update on receipts, my cat, and the doctor visit and stuff like that. So grab a snack, come on back, because it's going to be a long, adventurous ride in the glamorous world. Moses! Can we put some oil in this chair? It keeps squeaking. And Moses, can you give me a water with the pH balance at 8.5 or higher? Thank you, Moses. Okay, so guys, get ready. It's going to be a good video. Mwah. All right, bienvenidos. We're at it again. Let's check out this clip, and I'm going to give you some commentary. And then after it's over, we'll show you the exclusive Moses receipts. Then we'll talk about the cat, what happened, with video. Here we go.
Girl to Trisha. Yeah, I was clapping for that.
Yeah, we support that.
Trisha, listen, as a friend, I miss you, and I hope that someday we can come back together. Moses, suck my...
Didn't I do a video where I called Moses a saboteur? I was saying he was a big saboteur, even the conflict that was going on with frenemies. You think Moses is not happy right now, sitting at the side of Trisha on her podcast? Listen, Moses got what he wanted. He got a microphone. If he didn't get it on H3, he was going to get it on Just Trish, and that's what he did. He's sitting with a microphone and a camera on his face. He has his feet up with his hands behind.
I'm going to stop it right there. First of all, if you made it this far in the video, drop a snake emoji in the chat. Okay. This is a very interesting perspective. The fact that Moses is wanting to be a star and wanting to have a microphone. I don't get why Moses doesn't start like how I started. You know, all I need is a mic and a light, and I just talk. I didn't have to clout chase and be friends with people and throw them under the bus and be friends with people and expose them and be friends with people and make videos about them. I have to do that to get my views. I'm all grassroots from the ground up. The only person that ever reached out their hand to do a video with me was Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, and James Charles, and Trisha Paytas, and Ethan Klein. Have all gave me a little spot in the light. But this was like after I already had like 100,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Moses has not put in the work, right? You got to put in the work. He can't just coattail ride off Ethan Klein and Gila Klein and Trisha Paytas. I mean, if he can, he'll just forever be the side character to everything. There can only be one queen, and every time Moses does things, he's always a side character. You know, Dan's the queen. We know that. If you go on the H3 podcast, it's Ethan Klein show. If you go on a Trisha Paytas podcast, it's a Trisha Paytas show. Where does Moses fit in? Moses needs to have his own gig. He's always the side character to these things. And I just find that interesting. Okay? So let's keep it going. Here we go.
Head talking about checkmate, Ethan.
Thank you. That's all I have to say to that. I need to make a point. I've made my point. I will never be silenced. Do you understand? You know me. I will never be silenced.
Do you hear that, Moses? Ethan is calling you out by name. Ethan is saying, drop a 50 bag for the mob and the spot.
We got a live chat going on over here. And somebody in the chat named Jack said, just a joke. He brought the pizza when Ethan and Trish fought about Gila. I mean, he's always, you know, he's always going to be that pizza boy, the backstage hand. You know what I'm saying? And then we haven't even gotten into the allegations against Moses. We have, and I'm not, you know, I tend to keep it very fun and superficial up here. And I touch on a topic and keep it going. And the viewers want to know more, they can go deep dive themselves. But, Pizza Boy Moses, he just needs to know your place, And I think that was the struggle. It's like you wanted to be a star and you get into this room and everyone else is bigger than you and you feel like you are no longer highest in the room, biggest in the room. And you got big personalities. And he's struggling hard. He's struggling a way to fit in, a hard way to fit in, It's the same way. It's like I'm always usually the highest in the room. A big personality and things like that. But you also know when to turn off the gig. This right here with the clown gig, it's just a gig. It's for clicks and views, entertainment purposes only. But at the same time, you know when to turn it off. Sometimes I'll go down to the Walmart and Target looking like this because I got stuff to do. But most of the time, I'm just regular smuggler, introvert. All right, here we go, chat. Let's see what happens.
He's calling you out. You have 24 hours to respond, Moses Lamar.
I just don't care. I mean, I care, but I'm not going to just not mention your name if it comes up and it's, relevant. Especially if I'm not even being mean.
Exactly. He is not mean when he does these. He is not mean when he just mentions it and throws little side gigs, side jokes about it. And honestly, I'm a marketing genius. Once you do this for a long time, you just kind of know the gig. Moses, let me give you a gig real quick, okay? And I want my 10% if you do it. Moses needs to play into the fact that he's a pizza boy that brings cursed pizzas. Every time that Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein had a fight, it was over eating pizza. People have now said in the universe of H3H3 that those pizzas were cursed. Well, who picked up the pizzas? Moses. So Moses should start a little side gig where he delivers pizzas to people's enemies and people's ex-lovers. And, there you go. Moses cursed pizzas. If you think about it, David Dobrik has pizzas. No one's buying those. But, maybe people buy Moses cursed pizzas. Genius. It's about to be Halloween. Sell the merch. Sell some pizzas you deliver to people's houses, frozen or whatever. Listen, if I ever did a business, like a mystery box, and y'all buy it, y'all be lucky if y'all even get it. This is part of the gig. That's the mystery. You never got the box, but I kept the money. Here we go. File a claim with your bank. Here we go, guys.
When you do this, I do want to be mean.
You're doing
So
a
I'm
good job.
being mean.
Yeah.
Moses, Ethan is saying he's been playing nice with you this whole entire time, minus that one video that he had to delete. And he deleted it, okay? He deleted it. But you can still watch it on my channel. He's telling you right now, this is him being nice before. Now he's telling you, this is me when I'm really upset. So can't you tell the difference of him playing nice versus him playing mean?
Yeah, Moses put the foot down. But some people can't. Some people, they have this dysfunction. Oh, here I am self-diagnosing Moses. But they have this thing where they can't tell if someone is just, joking or not, And that's why it's like, how can you take me serious with the clown gig? And it's some people, they can't decipher when Ethan Klein is joking, poking the bear, and being straight up honest about how he feels. Ethan Klein, at the end of the day, is upset that Moses keeps calling his mom and complain about Ethan Klein keeps talking about me. Ethan Klein talking about every time. And I've always said, if you have an issue with Ethan, just address it with Ethan. And Ethan will probably say, it's just part of the gig. It's just part of the gig. Be lucky I'm even mentioning you. To be made fun of on H3 Podcast is an honor. It's just, it is what it is. It's part of pop culture, internet culture. And Ethan Klein, again, sets the standard that he will not be silenced from freedom of speech. And knowing that, Moses, again, cannot be on these podcasts and be scared that people are going to talk about him. God forbid you make videos and people talk about it. I've never met a person, a YouTuber, a TikToker who makes content and videos and doesn't want nobody to watch and nobody to talk about it. But with Moses, it's like, oh, don't talk about me. Don't mention me. Bro, then get off the podcast. Get off the podcast. Here we go.
Okay, so now if you were to complain to your mom, there's nothing we can say. Okay, you have valid reason. But before you didn't.
Nate, is he 60 years old?
No, he's only 3 years older than me.
Okay.
He's 32.
Still too old for that.
Still too old.
Yeah.
But
Wait, Moses is 32? No way. No way. He's not. No way. He has to be older than that.
I feel like when you're right,
Yeah, 46. Okay, here we go.
you're not going to go to your mom to try to frame the conversation to your advantage. You know what I mean? Like, we don't tell anybody because we're fine.
Yeah, I'm with Ethan. I don't know why Moses just can't pick up the phone. And even if Ethan is saying your name, saying something you don't like, Moses, pick up the phone and tell Ethan, hey, I don't like what you're saying about me.
Duh, exactly.
Because if you're going to ignore him, right? If that's what you want to do, then ignore him.
And this is, if you guys hear that voice talking, it's somebody reacting to the reacting, and I'm reacting to the reacting to the reacting. That's what I'm saying. This is talk of the town. Everybody's talking about this and making videos about it.
What you want to do, but you're not. The fact that you're getting messages through somebody else to him proves you're not ignoring him. So what are you doing, Moses? All right, this is not the method, gray rock method, whatever you're trying to do.
Oh, right here, the gray rocking. So that's a technique to use to divert a toxic person's behavior by acting as unresponsive as possible when you're interacting with them. You're just pretending to be like a rock. You're a gray rock. You just walk past the gray rock. This is mainly a tactic used in narcissistic, covert narcissistic relationships, friendships. Yeah. I've used this before. I mean, I'm pretty sure we all know a narcissistic person in our lives. And the best way to deal with them is gray rocking. An even better way is no contact. Okay? And it works. You're just simply like, okay, all right. You just sound super boring, and they'll leave you alone because they can't use you as their narcissistic supply. Can you tell I've had therapy?
It doesn't work if you're still passing messages through a third party. You're either going to deal with it head on. Ethan isn't scary. All Ethan has is mouth. We all...
Well, no, Ethan is scary. Because what you don't want from Ethan is a lawsuit. Because he wins everyone.
Oh, and you're soft-spoken, but I know you can speak. Clear the air. Because even if you come with some kind of niceness about you, Ethan melts. If Ethan can...
Then what all Moses has to do... Doesn't he have a YouTube channel called Walking on Water or something? Moses Water Queen. Is that Moses the Water Queen? I don't know what it is. All Moses has to do on his Queen of Water YouTube channel is make a video and say... Because I already know what he's going to do. Hey guys. A lot of you know that Ethan Klein is my bully, and I just really want Ethan. All I want is Ethan Klein to stop bullying me and stop mentioning my name. Because that's how that's how Moses talks. He's so soft spoken. And all he have to do is say, Ethan Klein's my bully, leave me alone. And then there you go. Everyone's gonna be like, oh my God, Ethan Klein the bully. Ethan Klein's a bully. He won't leave Trisha Paytas' husband alone. And there goes. Trisha Paytas' husband calls for bullying to stop. Headlines all over the world. Here we go.
Cup, this is what shocked me. When Ethan made up with Jeff after Jeff sent that goon to his house trying to scare him. So if Ethan can make up with Jeff, and I saw Jeff in a screenshot, he was on Just Trish. And I remember Trish back in the day was going off how Jeff was threatening her. Okay, now you are sitting beside this dude on the couch. So you can't tell me you guys are piecing it up with random people in Hollywood, but you can't piece it up with your little sister and her husband.
Well, it's different. So let me tell you why that perspective, and thank you for that person who made this video and given their commentary. It was awesome. It's different because it's personal. Like if I have a falling out with, you know, the lady at the Piggly Wiggly or the person who works at the movie theater, I can piece it up. But then when it's somebody that knows you, like really, really close, it just hits different. And it's one of those things that you have to walk through life to know what I'm talking about. And hopefully you can make amends and time will pass. And sometimes it doesn't. But let's just say this. Let's not say. If they were to make amends, it's never going to be the same. Because the damage is done. Hurt people. You know, it's already done. It's like you hit below the belt too many times. And I believe 100% that there are things that Moses done, or Ethan has done, vice versa, Trisha has done, that we don't even know about. I mean, there's text messages out there that probably say some pretty mean things, and we haven't even seen those. It's that hitting below the belt, and sometimes when you have friends and they hit below the belt like that, it's like, yeah, at this point, it's kind of hard to forgive and forget. You can forgive them, but it's just so hard. You have to reach like this new level of enlightenment that you're like, I'm gonna forgive you for me. I'm not gonna forgive you for you. I'm forgiving you for me. And that's where I think they need to be. But from a drama channel perspective, oh, I love this drama. But from a human perspective, I wish they would get along. So that's a dichotomy. Now, moving on, we're going to talk about the receipts that I got about Moses. All right, here we go, guys. So make sure you like this video. Leave a comment. All right, leave multiple comments. I can't get a view to save my life. All right, somebody said my channel's dying. If my channel dies, would y'all come to the funeral? I appreciate that. Okay, here we go. I have the receipts. So I blurred out the person's name because I didn't know if they wanted to be exposed. And so here's the receipt. Oh, girl. Oh, right here. Here we go. Oh, girl. I got to drop the T on Dan and Moses, girl. This is an exclusive. You heard it here first. You know he adopted Moses' cats, right? I didn't know. Is that true? Dan adopted Moses' cats? Can't stand Dan. I wanted the cats. Okay, so then, you guys know I love cats. Okay. I grew up with cats all my life. Okay, second one. And he told me, oh, this is exclusive. This person has a close relationship with Dan. Are we exposing Dan now? Okay, and he told me when he dropped them off, he seemed very sad and didn't seem to want to do it, which I took as Trisha definitely made him. That is a rumor I have heard. If you are part of the H3 universe, Moses had cats. And the rumor is that Trisha was like, get rid of the cats. Well, I don't know where the cats went. According to this receipt, Moses took the cats to Dan's house. Drop a cat emoji in the chat if you made this far in the video. I want to see cat emojis. Okay, this is interesting. That was straight from Dan to me. Okay. And also, he said they're very good cats. So Dan does have that history with Moses. He did recently mention, I think finally got on a member stream that he took the cats, but for the longest time, he didn't even something on the show. Okay, and then here's the next receipt. And this is the red part is because I blurred the person's name out. I'm sorry from the top again. But for the longest time, he didn't say it on the show. But I don't think a lot of people realize it. Do people still not know where the cats went? Well, they do now. They do now. You said it yourself. Ethan Klein is for the people. I did say that. Oh, don't F around with the uterus in your cat. The UTI. My cat is old, chronically has them now. It's so rough on her. Get it now. And make sure you have a good vet who knows W2F what they're doing. Good luck. All right. So let me know what you think about that. Apparently Dan has the cats. And that, you know what? It takes a certain type of person to really want to raise and take care of cats. And so I will never have anything negative to say about that. I love cats. They're sweet. And they can't, they're just sweet. All right, so let's see. In my last video, we talked about how my cat was acting weird. And y'all said, take it to the vet. And I got thousands of messages. Take it to the vet. Take it to the vet. So the next day, I made an appointment for the vet. And I have videos because I just feel like I document a lot of stuff as I go along. So I always have receipts and videos and stuff like that. So I'm gonna show you what happened. So I have an assistant because it's a full-time gig here. We're posting media content all day, every day, even though I can't get a view to save my life. So I have an assistant named Jordan. So Jordan came over, and I told Jordan, the cat has an appointment at the vet, which the cat's name is Receipts. He's a white cat. Receipts are white, like a receipt. So the cat's white, so I named it Receipts. So backstory on Receipts. Receipts is a rescue. I got it on Craigslist. I was catfished because it was a baby kitten. And when the woman brought it to my house, it was a full-grown cat. So I had Receipts about 5 or 6 years now. And she said, please take this cat. It was my son's, and my son unalived himself. And I just can't, I don't have room for this cat. So I took the cat off her hands, and I've had it for 5 years. It's been, it's gotten the whole neuter spader thing. Got his checkups, has his medallion for the city of Houston and all that stuff like that, microchipped or whatever, all the bells and whistles you do. I took really good care of that cat, so it's been 5 or 6 years now. I know that cat is the older cat. Like, I know that. It's not a spring chicken. But it was the sweetest cat I've ever had. It just always wants to play and cuddle all the time. So sweet. So to see it sick, it just really breaks my heart because it can't really, it can't really speak. I don't want to cry. Hold on. This is the one thing I don't like about having pets is that, like, the emotional attachment to them. I hate it. But they're so sweet. Okay. So I told Jordan, take the cat to the vet. So Jordan came over. He worked his shift. He picked up the cat, took it to the vet. So I'm going to insert some videos and pictures here of that. So that's who, if you hear a different voice or different leg, is Jordan. Okay, so then I told Jordan specifically, can you video what the veterinarian says just for, my YouTube channel? He said, sure. So here's what the vet said about the cat. Let me roll you the clip. Here we go.
Uh-huh.
It needs to be on a special diet to prevent this stuff from coming back. Has he had this stuff before?
No, this is the first time this has happened to him.
Okay. Did your boss say he's straining in litter box?
He's what?
Straining, going.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know when the last time he's done it, so.
Because his bladder's really big. You don't want to let that go the weekend.
Okay.
Someone's going to need to watch him the weekend and make sure he can urinate because it's a holiday weekend. You can't let him go for 3 days and, not be watching
Okay, so,
him.
like, how long do you think y'all have him in for before I come back and pick him up?
We close at 5:30.
So you have to come back in the next 3 hours.
Okay, that's pretty fine. Okay, that'll work.
Are you going to be picking him up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, can we have your number just so we can contact?
All right. Grab a snack. Come on back. So the cat came back, and he's just hiding in the closet. Like, he hasn't done anything. He hasn't went to the restroom. He's trying to, but nothing comes out. So today's day 1 of that. I bought special food for him, food UTI type special food. He's on a strict diet. I bought that food at the doctor's office there. They recommended it, so I had Jordan pick it up. I'm just kind of scared, like, I don't know. I feel for the cat, Here's what they did at the clinic. I know they did, like, they put him to sleep for a little bit. They did a catheter so they could, I guess, drain his bladder. And they gave him an antibiotic, and they sent him home with, specifically, I can tell you what some type of pill. I told my lawyer about it because I have a really close relationship with my lawyer. Something about convenia. I have that too. But I'm just waiting for the anesthesia to wear off, and hopefully he can get back to normal. The vet bill was really, really expensive. And so if you guys want to leave a super chat down below to help for the cat, I appreciate it. I'll put Cash App here if you guys want to do that. And I'll keep you guys updated on my Instagram story or Twitter. I've been kind of doing both. And yeah, I'll talk about it when I go live on TikTok. So anyways, I love that cat so much. I think I've already spent quite a penny on it since I've had it, like the maintenance and the upkeep of the cat. To me, it's just so sad to have a little creature that is just nothing but just loving and caring go through pain. And I just hate to see that, you know? That's all. But anyway, so that's all. That's the latest update. At the time of making this video, switching gears here, Ethan Klein hasn't said anything more or less about Moses or Trisha. And Trisha hasn't responded at the time of making this videos. But if they do, you know, I'm going to fire up this camera and slap on the triangles and tell you what happened. So keep it locked in, guys. All right. This is Rich Lux with the hottest news on YouTube. All right, guys. See you later. Bye.